guys, it's Shakira with Queen TV, and I'm back with another YouTube video. So today I'm going to be doing another reaction video. I've already done one today, so I'm just going to do a few more. But I may not refer to them as me doing more than one kind of thing. But I'm going to be doing a reaction to Eating Rare Giant Sea Snails 2.0, never filmed before, by the Best Ever Food Review Show. So it's a YouTube channel that I currently subscribe to, but I'm going to be doing some reaction videos to it. So I'll be doing a reaction video to this video that I just named. Put it in now. So he's doing something weird right now.
Put it on a U-Haul.
This is just how it started out.
What is going on?
Snails. There are over 60,000 species on
snails.
Earth.
Snails are known to be very violent, hostile, even aggressive and unpredictable.
On land, most are pretty small, getting up to about this size. But in the sea, well, sea snails are a different story. These guys can get freaking huge.
This particular snail is so big, it's become a home for other snails.
Not only are they giant, but aside from the shell, many sea snails
let me know down in the comments section, because I don't think I would.
Yep, even that
I may not know it.
Today we're going deep into the mysterious world of mollusks.
Tester.
Our food may fight back.
That was tough.
But I believe we'll be victorious in the end. We're back on Fuok Island, land of giant clams.
It's eating your knife.
And giant fish.
I've always wanted to go fishing. I love fishing. I always want to go fishing.
Continues.
Here they have a ridiculous amount of wild seafood, a lot of which I haven't even seen before.
Sharks,
Let's do a little tour. First of all, I saw a shark.
This here is a bamboo shark. Local folks call it baby shark. Cute, huh? Here, a distant relative of the shark, the round ribbon-tail ray. They're usually quite docile, but if provoked, they could land a fatal blow.
I saw a triggerfish.
This derpy-looking dude has
a
gap-toothed grin that can actually bust
triggerfish
through
are hard,
and other shellfish.
hard like their
But what we came here for
skin
is right here below
their
me.
Scales, whatever you want to call it.
This is called a bamboo shoot snail.
The bamboo shoot snail is the local name for the marlin spike shell.
It's a little bit peeking out. The rest is swirled, spiraled back into this shell.
This snail belongs to the auger shell family. They're long and slender with tightly wound whorls.
Hey, no, not a big fan. It recedes back into the shell.
This makes them beautiful, but nearly impossible.
I bet they crack it open.
In the wild, these guys are tough. In the kitchen, they're going to be tough too.
For most snails, steaming does the trick. After a few minutes of heat, they'll pop right out.
Oh.
But if you steam or roast the spike shell, the meat will retract all the way back into its thick, hard, layered shell, out of reach and gone forever.
We're in the kitchen right now with Chef Dungan. He's going to show us the special procedure
I don't
for
think I'm ever
removing the
going to
meat.
eat this
Take
shit,
it away.
so.
Is that it? Oh, simple enough. It's like putting a steak in a tent. It's going to pin the meat down. So when the meat reduces in size as it steams, it's not going to recede back into the shell. It's going to be forced to stay here and stay kind of accessible to us. Brilliant.
Now, it's ready for
I
the
don't
steam
know
room.
if I would eat it.
Next step, he's already got an anchor in there. He carefully pulls and twists. And my friends, that is how you do it. This guy is a pro. Nothing wasted, nothing left inside. When you look at the size of the shell, you would think there'd be a lot more meat in there, right? And that shell is really more valuable than the meat itself. These can be sold for a good amount of money at a souvenir shop.
Those shells are really pretty,
on their
actually.
desk or whatever.
The snails are returned to their shells before hitting the grill. The chef prepares a complex sauce of sugar, MSG, oyster sauce, chili sauce, pepper sauce, fuwa peppercorns, and kumquat. Dress that onto the snails, and they're ready for their final destination.
Oh, it's still real hot. The chef cooks it, then stuffs it back in there, almost to shove it in the snail's face. Like,
hey, we're gonna pull you out of your house twice. How do you feel about that?
It does not like it. They're roughly $5 a piece. That ain't cheap, but is it a good value?
I would keep the shell and let my friends eat it.
Yummy, chewy, but it is a kind of fun chewiness. It's hard to explain. Like, it's pretty dense, thick meat that's like fun to rip your teeth through. There's like a bit of a sour component. It could be the green peppercorn sauce. It almost has a little bit of a mineral taste to it, and then just a nice pepper finish. I would say this is an ideal drinking food. Unfortunately, this is just Coke without the Jack Daniels.
500 million years on Earth has given snails time to develop into all sorts of weird shapes and sizes you could never even imagine.
Like the snails for days. Just a smack it. There we go.
waiting for us in our next restaurant.
So we've made it into the restaurant. Right in front of me, a snail species I have never
That is
seen
a
before.
huge
It's
snail.
big, it's spiky, it's called a thorny conch.
It's a really
Thorny
pretty
conch
shell.
is the largest rock snail in the Indo-Pacific Ocean. Some
Wow,
of them
a
can
foot
grow
long,
up to
holy
a
crap.
foot long.
These guys are excellent climbers. They can even climb directly on this super smooth glass.
The shell spikes are perfect for keeping predators away.
But they are no match for a guy with a flower shirt and a bandana. Applying about 20 pounds of pressure, nothing. So I've been told the technique is not that. You should actually kind of give it a little bit of a tickle. This guy right here is about 3 pounds. Its body wraps all the way back into the shell. On
It
the
looks so
outside,
disgusting.
when it retracts in, it has this heel, this
Wow.
really thick, hard layer that protects it from, well, me right now.
Wow, he picked that
Dilute
one,
this
and that's
snail
the one they
out.
picked.
Scorching hot water should do the trick.
Oh, okay. I am in the kitchen with Wang. The snail does not have a name. Here's what's interesting. We're paying
That's
for the weight,
super
the 100%
ridiculous.
weight of this creature. And there is a lot of shell here. From here, the chef inserts a scissors, and this is really just a simple crowbar technique. Oh, it's a smooth extraction. That looks nuts. I mean, that is what it looks like, right? So this is the heel.
gross.
This is that hard part that was protecting
Poop.
the snail. This,
Organs?
anyone?
Pooping organs?
Anybody out there?
I was right.
That's the poop sack. Can we eat this? Okay. We can eat it. And then as soon as I left, he proceeded to not use it at all. It's like, yes, you can eat it, but that doesn't mean you should eat it.
Snail meat tends to have a chewy, rubbery texture. That means big chunks equals not fun. So the chef cuts the body into bite-sized pieces.
Ah, he puts it back into its home. Well, that's thoughtful. Maybe the snail's gonna be fine, actually. It can make a full recovery.
It might have
so
recovered
dead.
if they didn't
So
grill
they
it.
re-put
put
it
in
back
the
into
homemade
its
sauce,
home.
let it bubble up, and here it is
I would
now.
keep this shell every
Anytime
single
you
time
serve
if
an
I ate
animal
something like
in
that.
its
Like,
own
I'm
body
taking this
somehow,
home.
that's just
Just come
really
with
metal.
me.
I'm gonna use a tiny fork. All right. Very nice. It feels pretty elegant somehow. Oh, that's good pepper. It's more like a snack than anything else.
I wonder what it
That's
tastes
really
like.
good. He cut it to
It
the right
looks okay,
size.
but
He got it
I
nice
don't
and
think
small.
I'm gonna
Snail can
eat
be
that.
very, very chewy. But these nice small cubes, most of them are pretty soft.
Really
It's
fun to
really
chew
fun
through.
to chew through. The local fish sauce gives it
Interesting.
this wonderful umami, just deep savoriness, and that combined with really fresh cracked pepper. Is it cracked or milled? Or fresh milled crack? God, I hope they put crack on here. That made me feel amazing.
It's now time for the big daddy of all snail kind. A creature you're
Wow.
gonna have to see to believe.
Have you ever seen a loading strap used with seafood
Yeah, here we
preparation
go for
before?
the-
What is going on?
We've circled back to our first location, where they have a snail 50 times bigger.
I just feel bad because they're just killing this stuff, but it's
Right here,
food,
one
so
of the
it's like,
biggest snails in the snail game. Over
That's
8
crazy.
pounds is so big, it's become a home for other snails. This is
Unicorn
called
snail,
a
wow.
unicorn snail.
Unicorn snail is a local name derived from the horn made from a fold in the snail's shell.
You can see a little bit of the muscle peeking through, but he's trying to get back. He's trying to hide. I'm gonna give him a little tickle. Ooh, he's tickling. What if he just came out right now and grabbed my hand and bit me?
not ticklish.
When referring to Her Highness, she should actually be addressed as a
really
queen
cool.
helmet conch, an extremely large sea snail species that can even
Wow.
prey on sea urchins.
Oh, it's slimy, but it's hard like a muscle. It's powerful and strong. I wouldn't want to arm wrestle this.
These marvelous mollusks can be found in the Red Sea, the Indian Ocean, off the southern coast of Africa, and on Etsy. They're
really
famous
just
for their
so
unique looks,
extra
but few
sometimes.
people have ever tried the meat that's inside.
What I'm most curious about is how the heck are they gonna pull this meat out of the
feel
shell?
like the
We're gonna
same
find
way.
out soon.
I was shown an interesting technique in the Bahamas. The chef there put a hole in the base of the shell, removing the snail's ability to hold on
Wow.
or suction inside the shell.
Oh, just like that.
So maybe they'll do that here.
Oh?
Oh, all right. What? I did not expect that. What the heck? Have you ever seen a loading strap
He's
used
wrapping
with seafood
it up
preparation before?
like
The way
good
he's moving,
wrap.
it's like he's done this many
Oh,
times
so
before.
good.
Possibly to other creatures.
Oh my
possibly to
gosh.
some humans too. We don't know. We don't want to ask.
A queen helmet conch can grow up to 1 foot long. Also, it takes 5 years to reach this size.
Wait, what's he doing now? Oh, so now he just hooked the body. It's
That's
some
so
kind of
messed
medieval
up.
torture device. So the extraction is underway. If he put the hooks in straight away and just pulled it out, it would certainly rip through the meat because the muscle of the snail is just too strong. So instead, he's hooked the meat, he's kept tension on there. Over time, the snail slowly get pulled out and then try to pull its way back in. And eventually it's gonna lose the battle and be tired enough that it can't tense up and we can just bloop, pull it out.
That's the theory. But this particular conch is strong-willed and our torture device is simply no match. So, the chef has decided to use a more
Busting out the
efficient
back.
removal technique. And there goes my beautiful souvenir.
For real, I'd be upset too.
Oh, yeah. That is gnarly. Everything here is so exaggerated. The heel on this species is much smaller.
Wow.
That's kind of where its face would be, I believe. Is that a face? Some scientist is watching this like, oh, that's the butt. And we have the poop sack. They're calling it the liver and not poop. Are you gonna cook the liver? Great.
The whole snail is steamed in
I
julienne,
don't know about that.
seasoned with sugar, MSG,
I
fried
probably
black
would not
pepper,
be
and
eating
ginger,
that.
and joined in a pot with veggies. All that's left is to dig in.
Here, a beautiful preparation, steaming right into my face. Wait, what?
That's poop.
What is that? What is that? You would touch my chopstick. What is that? It's black.
Yuck!
Oh, isn't that so cool? All right, I'm gonna build up to that. I'm gonna get new chopsticks too. There we go. Fresh pair. I found my first bite. This is the
Yeah,
head.
like
Why is
that,
it so
no.
slimy?
Sorry. Forget that.
Very cool. What am I, twin? If you want to get to know somebody, don't pick this, because you're going to spend the whole time just 1 minute. I would say it's almost like a piece of squid times 10. This is very similar to other snails that I've had in that the hard
I don't
parts
like
are
how
very
it's
hard,
slimy.
super chewy, tough to get through, dense meat. This is a nice looking piece. This one's more like an abalone. Abalone is like my favorite type of denseness. This is like a
really
higher
slimy.
level. I mean, at some point you just want to swallow it like a vitamin. I'm done chewing. My stomach will figure it out. This brings me to the last piece. I'm gonna break a little piece off. Oh, it's super gushy.
I feel like it's
All right,
poop.
let's try it out. Cheers. I hate this show, man. I don't want to do it anymore. It's bitter, it's intense, it's somehow sour at the same time. It has like this mineral, briny seafood essence of the sea floor. And the texture, it's like creamy, jiffy peanut butter. It's
That's
making me
so
cry. I'm
gross.
starting to tear up. It's so bad. You know, I've eaten a lot of weird things that are like, huh, it's pretty weird, but kind of good. There's nothing really redeeming about this at all. I had a tiny piece, like half a grape size, and it was demonic. Oof, I lost a chunk of my soul.
I
on
lost a
that
chunk of my
one.
soul
Otherwise,
watching that.
I gotta say, I do enjoy the main part of the snail. If I had a friend come into Vietnam or Asia for the first time, this is definitely something I would have with them, just because it's such an adventure, and it's so new, and it's so different from anything you're gonna get in the USA. So you're not gonna find this in TGI
No,
Fridays
guys, go
anytime
ahead.
soon. But
That's
maybe
good.
after this video.
Eat that.
No, probably not. So what did we learn today? It's good to go outside, be adventurous, and try new things and new species, creatures that you've never seen before. But sometimes being too adventurous can lead you to eating snail liver, and that's probably one of the worst things you could do. So check yourself
Exactly.
before you wreck yourself. Do not wreck yourself. Inspect yourself. Don't reject
Exactly
yourself.
what he
Respect
said.
yourself.
Well, on that note, that's the end of that video. So I'm going to be doing some more reaction videos. I'm going to start reacting to a lot more different things, maybe even react. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Shakira's Queenie TV. And you can check out my TikTok at Shakira_Queenie TV. And eventually I'll be having, I have another YouTube channel. It's called Shakira's Vlogs. Right now I only have a video of me doing my hair. But eventually I will be having more videos on there. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. Go ahead and leave me some comments down below what you thought about this video. Would you eat snails? Because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't. Thanks for watching and have a good one.